So now we will work on an exercise on the arrays in JavaScript. So guys, basically you need to follow the below steps in order to complete this exercise. So you can pause this video for now and practice on your own to complete these individual tasks. And in case if you get stuck anywhere, you can resume the video and check out how we can complete these tasks one at a time. So this particular exercise is about creating the multiplication table using arrays. We can also do it by using the while loop or the for loop as well, but we want to make use of the arrays in JavaScript in order to complete this exercise. So guys, first of all, you need to create an array of elements that is having numbers from 1 to 10. So guys, let us move to the VS Code over here, and what we will do is simply I'm going to create a new file in this case. So basically we are going to name it as exercise over here. So guys, basically this is the exercise.js file, and before that I have given the number of this particular tutorial video series. So guys, over here we have the new file that is exercise.js in this case, and the very first step is to create the array of elements having the numbers from 1 to 10. So guys, over here we will create the numbers variable, and then we will assign it the array elements in this case. So we will have the elements from 1 to 10 over here. So as you can see, inside the open and close square brackets we have all the array elements, that is 1, 2 up to 10 over here, which means there are 10 elements inside this numbers array. Now guys, let us move to the next task. Over here we need to create a variable with the initial value as 5 in this case. So guys, basically let us create another variable that is number in this case, followed by equal to and then 5. Guys, this particular numbers variable is different compared to this number variable over here, and you should not get confused in this case. So after this we need to loop through the array elements to display the multiplication table of the number in variable. So guys, over here we need to multiply this particular number, that is 5, by each and every element that is present inside this particular array, that is numbers over here. So guys, first of all what we will do is simply we will get the length of this particular numbers array. So we will define another constant over here. So length, it is equal to, simply we will use the numbers array in this case followed by dot character, and then we can use the length property in order to get the length of the array. So we are going to use the length property in this case, and then simply we are going to use the while loop in order to go through the numbers array over here one element at a time. So guys, in this case simply we are going to have another variable that is I, it is equal to 0 in this case, since the index number will start from 0 for this particular numbers array. So guys, over here we are going to check whether I, it is less than 10 or not. So guys, basically the index number will go from 0 up to 9 in this case, and at the 9th index we have the number that is 10 over here. So guys, basically what we have to do is simply you need to multiply this particular number by the array element that is present at the ith index in this case. So let me just provide the name as index over here so that it becomes more easy for you to understand. So guys, over here index refers to the index number of the array element that we are going to access one at a time. So guys, what we will do is over here again we are going to define another variable that is result, and this time we are going to take the number that is 5 in this case, we are going to multiply it by the number that is 1 over here, which is inside the array. So in order to access this particular number with this index, we need to use the numbers array over here. So simply we will say numbers in this case followed by open and close square brackets, and inside these square brackets we have to provide the index. Now guys, we are providing the index as 0 for the first time, which is going to extract the value that is 1 over here, and then next time we want the index that is 1. So what we have to do is we need to increment the index. So simply we will say index plus plus over here. So we have the result of the first multiplication in this case, that is 5 multiplied by 1, and the result will be stored in this particular variable. And what we have to do is simply we will display this result on the console. So basically we are going to have the console.log statement over here. So what we will do is simply we will use the string literal in this case, and then we will say dollar, since we also want to print the number variable over here. So we have the number variable multiplied by the index that we have used. So again we will use dollar, and this time we will provide index. So guys, initially the index is 0, and after incrementing we are getting the value of index as 1, and that particular value needs to be displayed over here when we are displaying the multiplication table. So in this case it will be 5 multiplied by 1, and then we need to display the result. So it is equal to followed by dollar, and then we have this result variable over here. So guys, in this way we are going to have the entire multiplication table with the help of this particular array elements that we have just defined inside the numbers variable, and we can provide any number value for this particular number variable. So let me just save this file now and let us see what will be the output on the terminal. So simply we are going to say node followed by the name of the JavaScript file, and when we press enter, as you can see we have got the multiplication table over here. Let me expand this terminal. So 5 multiplied by 1 it is 5, and then 5 multiplied by 2 it is 10, and so on. We have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So in this way we are able to generate the entire multiplication table of this number 5 over here. Similarly, you can generate the multiplication table of the number 10. So simply you can provide the number 10 in this case, and let me just save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal. So as you can see, we are getting the result, that is 10, 20, 30, and so on up to 100. We are getting all the values, that is by using the multiplication table of 10. Now guys, let us move to the next task. So over here, change the value of variable and display the table only with even numbers in this case. So guys, basically we have displayed the multiplication table of the number 10 over here, and now we want to display only the even numbers in this case, which means we only want to display this 10 multiplied by 2 and then followed by the 10 multiplied by 4 and so on. Only the even numbers must be considered while we are printing these results. So simply we can check whether the particular index number it is even or odd, and then accordingly we are going to print this particular statement. So guys, simply we are going to have the if condition over here, and then we will say index, and then in order to check whether the number is a odd number or the even number, simply we can provide the modulus operator over here. So we divide that number by 2, and if the remainder is 1 then it is the odd number, and if the remainder is 0 then it is the even number. So basically we want the even numbers to be displayed, so we are going to check whether index %2 is it equal to 0 or not, and if it is 0, which means the index is the even number, and that is when we want to print this particular statement on the terminal. So let me just save this file now, and again when we run this code now over here, so as you can see we are getting 10 multiplied by 2 it is equal to 20, then we have 10 multiplied by 4 it is equal to 40, and so on. We have 6, 8 and 10. So in between whatever odd numbers were present, they are not getting printed over here. So guys, in this way you can modify your code based on the project requirements, as we have done based on the task that we wanted to complete. So guys, this is one of the ways in order to display the multiplication table. We could have done it simply by using the I variable over here instead of having the numbers from 1 to 10 inside the array, but we wanted to use the array so that we understand more about how we can access the single element by using the index number over here and the name of the array variable in this case. So guys, what will be the output when you provide the number as 3 over here and you don't have this particular condition in your code? Comment in the comment section below what will be the multiplication table output for this particular number. Let us see whether your answer is correct or not based on the code that you have written in JavaScript. So please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. I'll see you in the next video in which we are going to talk about for loop in JavaScript. So stay tuned.